Hey, I'm Decathlon Gamer, and welcome back to FM21. It's Worst to First. We're on episode number 11. Doctor Strange with throw into Spider-Man in the starting lineup today as we are down 2 left wingers. So we are out of options on that one as we have a striker in the position. So for the first time in a little while, we have somebody completely out of position. But that somebody right there gets 2 quick chances, both of them blocked. And that's the opening shots of the match. 5 minutes in now. 8 minutes in, so time is ticking away. We've got a slight edge already. The assistant coach is like, we should maybe put somebody else in the position. We have nobody else who's set. So Jean Grey is 3 days left on her injury and is partially available. So in a pinch late in the game, we might want to put her in, but I really don't want to risk additional injury. So hopefully we can get through this one without that. 10 matches left to go in the season, and we have a game in hand on the league leaders, and we're just 3 points behind. So we've got a real shot here. Also, we have won, 11 of our last 12 with a draw on the other one. So we haven't lost in about 15 matches now, or going on 16. So we're in a really good way right now in the later part of this season. And again, that was predicted that this team would improve and get better and better and better. And as we went from good but not great, I knew that the training, the improvement would pick itself up in time, and it really has. We've gotten very, very difficult to beat here late in the season, and you can see we have 66% of the possession, 85% pass completion compared to 68%. Completely dominating that first half, but goalless, and we trail 1-0 as we head into the halftime break. This tactic, without altering, throw-ins seem to be our weak point by far. Stovall, quick move. That was a tremendous burst of speed there. They had been offside, but they get back onside, and they were just already full sprint where we were standing still back to the goal, and they take it to halftime where it was all us. They had a 0 XG and then a goal out of nowhere. And that's that. Really? Really? Come on. Let's go, team. Now, this is a big match because this is the 3rd place team, and we're on the road. If we can come away with a win here, I really, really like our chances down the stretch. But if we do lose this one, it could be debilitating towards our hopes to win the league for the 2nd year in a row. All right, so Spider-Man, Wolverine, there's that long ball over the top, and it was hit way too hard, unless you could catch it on the trot. Star-Lord, here's Gamora. Wolverine finds Spider-Man, finds Groot, blasts it straight at the keeper. Keeper's on the line with a very wide, gaping goal behind them, and we can't put that on target. Here's Doctor Strange with the overlap. I'm not sure why you're going for that one, but okay. Why not the through ball to a teammate like, say, Spider-Man or Wolverine, who were both there ready to pounce on it and get on the end of it. Hour into this thing, and they've had 1 shot. 1. We're going to go very attacking. Doctor Strange again, much better this time, but Wolverine missing the target. That goes out for the goal kick. All right, fatigue, everybody's fine. No problems there. Do we want to risk Jean Grey? I mean, she's our best player. There's the tired Nebula, 4th goal of the season, off the free kick, the header into the back of the net. And that was sister to sister, Gamora to Nebula. And she puts it in. Well done. Well done. Job is not done, though, because it is still only 1-1. They've still only had a single shot, so we are going to take our risk. We are going to take our chances to try to get all 3 points. Long ball over the top. Thor gets it. Now we're in possession. Black Panther, Gamora. Triangle midfield, doing its job, keeping the ball away from the defense. Spider-Man over the top to Wolverine. Sends it across to Groot. Oh, inside edge of the post. That so easily could have gone in. 1/10 of an inch. 1/10 of an inch, and that thing is going to go off the post and in instead of out. Time's up. Time's up. This is going to be it. Come on. There's a chance. No, Gamora. Yeah. At least they do well enough to not lose, and it is the third place team, and we are on the road. But look, that's it. The XG. That was literally the only anything they did all match, and they got a goal from it. We completely destroyed them today, but only managed to get one goal. Disappointing that we weren't able to finish better. Let's at least give them no gesture or anything, but we'll tell them good job for coming back. And we've still got some work to do with 9 to play. Our advantage goes away a little bit, but again, not a loss. So the win streak continues, but we do slip to 5 points back, but we still have that game in hand. Stowe Market, that's someone to watch out for. We'll check the calendar. Do we have Stowe Market on the calendar? I don't think so. I think we've already played them twice. And we have. So we don't get a head-to-head opportunity to get back at Stowe Market. In fact, the only other draw we've had in that last 13 or so that we've played was Stowe Market. So the other top 2 teams in the league have managed to draw with us. We've beaten everybody else. Is that going to be enough? Because based on that pattern, we're done. We're done with the other top 2 teams. So everybody else, the rest of the way, is below that. Can we win out on the season? Of course, we have that game in hand. With a game in hand, then we're only 2 points adrift. Stowe Market, 1 draw. One draw, and we make up those 2 points. We have goal differential advantage. So Stowe Market, 8 to play, 1 draw. If we can win out, we win the league. But winning out's a big ask. It's a very big ask. So we're going to have to work hard to get there. We're having a great season. This team has come a long ways. We've got a youth intake coming up in a couple of weeks. Let's go ahead and push forward to that point. Not surprisingly, with our youth level being still a 1, the facilities themselves have improved, so they'll develop better than they used to. But the youth level itself is still level 1. So none of them are going to have 200 potential. None of them are going to have good potential. Last year's group, on paper, looked amazing. Why? Because, well, last year, our team, at that point in time, was still awful. They were still just starting to get going. So you're always compared to who is your best player. Well, right now, Jean Grey is the most developed player of all. I don't know what exactly her current ability is, but it's nowhere near the one we started at a season ago. In fact, it's guaranteed to be above 50 right now, probably almost halfway between 50 and 100, I'd say. Maybe not yet 75, but it's certainly come a long way from the one we started at a season ago. So by time we had our youth intake, yeah, I'm sure players were up around 20 to 30, but it was still very low. So when you're comparing that as your baseline as what the team has, every player looked good, which was why we kind of were stuck just taking all of them. Well, realistically, now all of a sudden this season, we're looking at one player who has a little bit of potential, but actually already isn't even good enough to match up. And that makes sense with a youth category and youth recruitment and all of that at 1. Now, some of that's developing and coming along and going to get better, and we'll get better and better players. But chances are we are never going to see a player who could even see the first team compared to the set of players that we have. So the group we have, and by design, is the group that will stick around, which is why I'm not too worried about what happens with youth within this series, because they're so far behind. That doesn't mean we're not going to get them to catch up, because realistically you want to develop from within, and that would be kind of the real world thing to do. But I'm still on my youth factory 1. Every time I switch back and forth between the series, it gives that away. But here's your real indicator on that. Okay, I suppose there you go. Spoiler alert. Joel Cadle, that top prospect, has a 24 potential ability. 24. Max. That's atrocious. That is horrible. His current ability is a 7. I can guarantee you Hulk, our worst player right now, is well beyond a current ability of 7, is well beyond a current ability of 14, which appears to be the best we have within our youth ranks. So you can see there's a lot of players here. There's a lot of players to get rid of. I mean, we've got somebody with a 1-2 on the potential ability with current. That's really, really bad. So there's no real reason to take any of them, but realistically we'll probably take a couple, 2 or 3 anyway, just to have bodies, just to make it look like, yes, we do have a U18 squad, but none of them belong there because they are and never will be capable of playing with our first team. Now, I haven't gone forward in time at all. We're still at the same moment we were, but in the 2 weeks that we went forward, Stone Market's already done the job we needed them to do. They've already taken a draw. So now they're back to 3 points ahead of us, and we still have that game in hand as we approach the end of the season. Okay, it's a 21-team league, so that means we play 40 games. They have 6 left. We have 7 left. As we approach the end, we're in the driver's seat. If we win out, if we win all 7, we are going to win the league. Still a big ask. We still have Eli. We still have Clacton. I think Clacton is our next game. So we do still have some difficult ones ahead of us. Top 2 are done, but there's still some challenging matches. At home against 5th place Clacton. And we have a lot to lose, but we have so much to gain from continuing the win streak. Early possession heavily favored towards us. We're going to see that balance out a little bit, but we also get the game's first shot inside 10 minutes, but we're quickly going through. Gene Gray already picking up a yellow card in just the 10th minute. Steven in a bit of space, but terrible pass there. Gamora starts work the other way. Now Star-Lord with the overlap. Back to Black Panther. Keeps possession. Finds Wolverine through the gap. Gets a good shot off. Earns a good save. And a corner kick. That free kick doesn't find the target. Groot will not get there first, I don't think. But that's the end of the highlight. Jean Grey intercepts that one, but her long ball does not make it. But we recover very quickly. Off to the races. Jean Grey finds Groot on the... Nice ball. Really nice ball. Just over the top of the defense. There's a chance. Gamora straight at the keeper. Thor recovers. End of highlight. 5-1 on the shot so far. 60% possession. Nearly half an hour in, but here's a chance for Clacton. We clear it out. Punched away, I believe. Thor wins that header. Here's Jean Grey. Doctor Strange. Nebula in possession. Here we go. In control. Find a little space. Back to Wolverine, though, but he has to retreat to get that ball. And we continue forward, though. Doctor Strange, Nebula. There's Groot with a chance, and there's the goal. 17th of the season for Groot. 1-0. We deservedly take control just so much the way we should have had that in that last game a few weeks back. The dominance this time. Results it shows up in the results on the score sheet. Lots of game left to play, though. Just half an hour in. Still 2/3 of a game to play. We need some more. Keep the pressure on. These guys are basically at a 5-4-1. Kind of spread out all over the place, but they are very, very tight up the middle and could and should be able to control the ball well through there, but have no width. Those wingbacks are required for that. Doctor Strange misses this one, but a terrible cross there, and we get away with that. Doctor Strange, long ball. Again, poorly done. Another long ball. Thor heads that away to them, so they recover. Another chance. Now Star-Lord. Finally, we get possession. And here is Groot running into the same space as Wolverine, but hangs on. Whoa, that was so close to being 2. It certainly looked like it was going in until after the hop and the skip and skids out. Halftime, 11-1 on the shot, 61% possession, 25% edge in pass completion ratio. The only downside is we do have that yellow card for Jean Grey. Other than that, total dominance here. Jean Grey, at the moment, though, looking like she really needs to be taken off. We are back to healthy, so let's go ahead and get Ant-Man in her place. Pump fist. You can do even more. And they didn't respond terribly well to that. They like the pat on the back. Here's Groot. Whoa, you have Wolverine through, and then you had Ant-Man through. You should have gone with the Ant-Man through on that one. Ant-Man would have definitely gotten there before the keeper, and that should have been 2-0. Black Panther, where I was down, is recovered. Now has a yellow card, though. Groot also has picked up a yellow. We're an hour in. I don't think we need to stay very attacking. Let's go ahead and drop that to just attacking. 14-1 on the shots. Be nice to get another goal to seal this thing, but main thing is to not lose. Or not draw, actually. That's the main thing. We need to win every game. There's Ant-Man with a chance, and just over the crossbar. That one was fading away towards the corner. Almost a perfect shot. Here's a nice overlap with Doctor Strange. Finds a good space to get the cross in, but the defense clears it out. Wolverine, that was close. That was close from Groot. We recover the ball quickly. Now Doctor Strange in possession. Ant-Man finds Nebula. Ooh, had Doctor Strange on the overlap, but we go to the middle instead. Player gets yanked down, and Groot again. Well done. Very well placed in the bottom corner. Keeper can't get to it. Has just enough power to it to outlast the stretch and the dive, as we got tripped on that one. And there was advantage called. Well done. Well done by Groot. Okay, 70th minute, and now we've got control, so we're going to drop to positive. Let's also change the instructions slightly, and we'll waste a little bit of time here. And then, what can we do? Black Panther is on a yellow and a bit fatigued. Let's go ahead and bring in Black Widow. Ooh, almost out of time here, and a big missed opportunity on that one. He's called offside, but that was not intentional. That was just a missed header. Star-Lord right on the edge of the box. Oh! Beat the keeper. The wall was to the near post. That far post was definitely open. The keeper way too much in the middle, not trusting the wall, and that was a horrible missed opportunity. Oh, okay, it was almost a brilliant shot. In reality, lots of power, good bend to it, but just not quite enough. Anyway, stoppage time. This should do it. Ant-Man can't quite see it out with a third goal for us, but there you go. 19-2, completely dominant in every way, shape, or form. Yowzer. Groot with the brace gets the win, and that's a big one because that was the 5th place side. That was one of the teams that can definitely challenge. Still 3 points behind, though, but still game in hand. Eli with another loss, dropping down. You could see a huge gap for the top 3 teams over everybody else. New head performance analyst as we continue to add to our team. Now that we have a performance analyst, we get our first indication of where the team sits. Defensive efficiency, you can see it's much more quiet within our goal than anywhere else, but we are a bit leaky on what we're giving up. But then you can also see how we are leaps and bounds beyond everybody else, both aggressive and clinical in attacking efficiency. Last 5 matches, 18 goals with an 11.81 XG rating, and you can see where it's all coming from, all the shots, all the attempts. Nothing ridiculous in the way we handle that. But that general performance, our goals per game, our XG is well above the league average. Our tackling, passing, shooting, all a little bit better than league average. I'm assuming this is better in a good way. The shots per game is much higher, but our XG against per game, I'm assuming this is a positive number, meaning it's lower compared to the rest of the league. Same with conceded. It's not massively lower, but it is lower compared to the rest of the league, meaning we are better. Into the 3rd of May, so here's where we sit. We're still a game in hand, and we're still 3 points behind. So Stowmarket and ourselves have continued our winning ways. That's 2 more matches played. We now have just 4 left in the season. Stowmarket have just 3 left in the season. Now, on the calendar, those 4 to play. Greenwich, okay, nothing doing on that one. That should be easy. Haverhill, should be fairly easy. But then as we go to wrap up the season, we've got Ely in the penultimate match at home, 2 more away games, and then 2 home games to finish the season, and Saffron Walden. So maybe one more challenge with Ely. I'm going to play 2 more games off camera in between now and our next episode, and then we'll open up with that penultimate game against Ely, and then we've got Saffron Walden. Of course, we have 4 to play. Stowmarket have 3 to play. If we win all 4, the goal differential will carry us through. Why do I say that? Well, because we're plus 21 compared to them. They are not going to get plus 21 compared to us in the final matches. So if we win out, we will win the league. Easier said than done, even if our record of late suggests that we could do that. Going way back to Ely, last time we played them, tight contest 4-3, but on the road, we have been dominant otherwise. In terms of 1-goal games, only 2 1-goal games in the stretch on the road. Swaffham, who are pretty high in the standings, and they scored first just 5 minutes in, and then we battled back, got the victory. And then one other time, Molesley, top of the league. Again, they're about 6th place. They battled to draw even, but then we pulled away in the second half. So 2 tight contests, and then Stowmarket and Girlston. So the top teams give us a little bit of trouble. We seem to be handling everybody else fairly comfortably. 2 to 3 to even 4-goal victories. We've been a little bit leaky in our last couple, so hopefully that doesn't carry over. But you got to say that based on the second half performance of the season, we should comfortably win 3 of these. The 4th one is the question mark. Winning 3 of these does not guarantee that we win the league, though, because Stowmarket would have to lose 1. So we do need to win out. We do need to win that Ely match. But again, I'm going to push past 2. The next episode will pick up on that penultimate game with 2 to play. By then, I would imagine we have used up that game in hand, and we should see ourselves potentially at the top of the league when we start that match against Ely. I would imagine it's somewhere in the next 2, maybe even the next 1, where that extra game is going to get made up with compared to Stowmarket. No idea who they're up against here for these last matches. Doesn't matter so much. They don't need to win. They can win all 3, and we could still win the league. It's up to us, not up to them. I'm not counting on them picking up any losses. I'm counting on us picking up 4 wins. So we'll probably play out those last 2 to wrap up the season in the next episode. That's going to do it for this one. I'm Decathlon Gamer. Thanks for tuning in. Be sure to hit that like button. I'll see you next time. Have a good one. Be safe out there. And bye for now.